Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Roland.
And I'm Dan.
Together we are
R.A.D.
Reviews.
Oh man, I tried to get our finger right.
Right.
We got the voice right, but I want to get the fingers at the same time. So we're back. What are we doing? We're pushing a button first. We're dropping things. That's what we're doing. It's all right. Hang it up. Keep going.
Okay.
That's what happens when you're making videos. Weird, random things. So we're back. What did we do?
So we're back with another movie review for you guys.
Yep. What did we go see this time?
We went and saw the new Jurassic World Rebirth. But what I want to say real quick.
Oh, hold on. I wanted to say something.
I know. Hold on. So
you hold on. I want to say.
This is like the fourth weekend in a row we've done a review on a movie.
Yeah,
it's weekend after weekend. So
fortunately, we're redeeming some points, so it was a little bit cheaper this time. Real quick, before we get started, we had another recommendation, or a recommendation on the last video, that if you don't want to sit through our whole video and you just want to see what we give ratings on the movies, just go ahead and jump to the end of the video. We're going to make sure to, at the very end of the video, before we turn it off, we'll tell everybody what our review is.
This is the first time we're doing it, so.
Yeah, first time for this time. So if you don't want to sit through the whole video, just jump to like the last 30 seconds, and then you'll see what we reviewed, and then you can get to the movies and do whatever you got to do. All right. What else you got? You got anything else?
So...
We had something cool happen to us.
Yeah,
what happened?
A first time fan where someone recognized us. So we went to our Regal here, our local Regal, and someone knew about us.
Which is where? Where's our local Regal?
In Marysville.
Marysville, Washington. Yeah. And somebody recognized us from YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who was it?
Special thanks to Roman at Regal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one of the employees at Regal. Do you want to tell them what the person said?
She said she knew who we were, and she's seen a bunch of our videos, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah. So, and was looking forward to seeing the review this time.
Yeah.
Right? So thank you, Roman. And not only that, great customer service. I wanted to say that. Really good customer service. So keep up the good work, and we'll keep doing the reviews.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
All right. So what did we see this time?
We saw Jurassic World Rebirth. So let's get to the cast real quick. The main star of the main character in this movie is a character named Zora Bennett. Mm-hmm. Basically known as Zora, though.
Played by who?
Played by Scarlett Johansson, which you might know her from. She plays Black Widow, obviously. That's one of her biggest roles. She's played in... I would know a lot of stuff, but do you know anything else?
No. She's mostly known from her Black Widow part. So.
Dr. Henry is another character, and he's like a scientist played by Jonathan Bailey. Mm-hmm. Duncan is a boat captain played by Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
So, and I actually real quick before we move on, the only real two actors that I recognized was Scarlett Johansson and that guy, Duncan, Mahershala Ali. But honestly, I couldn't tell you what I knew him from. Yeah. He's played in some other movies. So who's our villain?
I think it's
backwards.
It's either Rupert or Martin Krebs, but Rupert or Martin Krebs is played by Martin Krebs or Rupert.
One or the other. So
yeah, and I think it's Rupert. So a character which is our villain of the movie, which you won't find out he's the villain until later on in the movie.
Actually, they'll find out now because we just told them.
Yeah,
we just gave it away.
He's played by Martin Krebs.
He starts off as I think somebody who worked for Engine.
Yeah.
And they're trying to... Well, do you want to tell about the plot? What's the plot of the movie? And we can...
So, another Jurassic World movie, there's been...
By the way, directed by Steven Spielberg. Again. Steven Spielberg is the director of this. So, continue.
This is the 7th installment.
Is it really the 7th?
Yes.
Wow.
1991 or 92 when you saw the first one.
Okay. Was it really that long ago?
92 or something.
I believe it.
Yeah.
But
do you know which one the first one? I think it was 82.
I don't know. No, it wasn't 82. It was later than that, but
Yeah.
it was a long time ago. I mean, this has been going on for 25 years or something like that, maybe 30 years. So
Okay,
but so real quick, do you want me to go over the plot?
Yeah, you go over
Okay,
it real
so
quick.
That Rupert guy.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. So the either Martin Krebs or Rupert Friend, I'm not sure which one.
He's
the actor and the character.
He's a rich person.
Well, no, I think he used to be one of the people who worked for Engine, but now what they're trying to do is they're trying to go back to what would have been the original science lab and get blood samples from the 3 largest dinosaurs ever created, and they're going to use them to make a medicine out of heart medicine, right?
Yep.
So he enlists Zora Bennett, Scarlett Johansson's character. He hires her to go back and go to some island. This time it's in the Philippines. And then they hire the boat captain.
Yeah.
And then a few other characters.
Yeah. So I would kind of say this movie, the main plot is a quest. They go on to get 3 samples from 3 different dinosaurs.
Yep.
Some of them being extinct. Or,
no, they're not
exotic.
All dinosaurs.
Exotic dinosaurs.
Okay, well, we'll get to these are the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's a little side story that happens, right?
Yeah.
And what's the side story?
Do you know it? I'm not gonna sit here.
Well, it's the sailboat. Remember the sailboat with the family?
Oh yeah. So, there's a sailboat of a family that is a separate story.
With a father.
A father, 2 daughters, and a boyfriend.
And the boyfriend of the older daughter.
Yeah, which ends up coming along with them.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be a family trip, but
they get attacked by some dinosaur fish.
So the Mosasaurus in the beginning of the movie is the
remembered that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's the big bad guy. He was in a lot of the other movies.
It's like a cross between a crocodile and a giant fish.
So the Mosasaurus has been in all 4 of the Jurassic World installments.
Is that the one that in Jurassic World that jumps up and eats the shark? Okay, all right. So but he's free.
He's been in. So since Jurassic World 2, he's been let out into the real world.
So he knocks over the sailboat.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson and the other scientists.
Their crew goes to save them after they're hearing on the radio.
Right. So they go rescue them, but then they take them on a. So they rescue them, but then they take them to an island full of dinosaurs to get killed. Basically, that's the plan.
Yep.
We're gonna rescue you, but then we're gonna kill you.
So we're going to get to our ratings.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're new here, we do a full thumbs up if we loved it, half a thumbs up if we liked it, fist bump if it was just okay, half a thumbs down if we didn't really like it, full thumbs down if we hated it.
Okay.
So,
are you going first this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me think for 1 second.
Can I do a prediction?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna predict you're gonna give it a half a thumbs up. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Am I close?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to give it half a thumbs up.
All right.
And I'll tell you
why
why
is
real
that?
quick. So, the movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, this was probably, and I don't want to sit here for too long, but I would say this is my least favorite, but it's not really my least favorite. They're all great films, but this one's kind of separate, its own movie, basically.
Okay.
It's its own movie.
So it's not connected. What you're saying is there's no other characters that overlap.
I like the movie as it is, but being a Jurassic World movie, I would say it's not worth it. It's a flop.
Oh. Well, then why do you give it a half a thumbs up?
The movie.
Oh, because it entertained you even though...
No, Jurassic World Rebirth is what the movie is. So the movie as it is, I think, was a good story. They kind of sent the characters on a quest, and it was kind of reminded me of King Kong.
Right, yeah. I get what you're saying. That movie King Kong, where they
Yeah,
go to the
and
island
it kind of reminded me of, like, I guess Jumanji.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I can see that a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So.
All right, you ready? Do you have
Yeah.
a prediction?
A fist bump.
Half a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Almost a full thumbs down, to be honest with you, but
Right.
half a thumbs down. No, didn't like it. Scarlett Johansson was. I think they spent all their money on her, and her acting just wasn't that great. You seem disappointed in me. Don't be disappointed. This is just.
Yeah.
I thought it was a boring. It was a dumb plot. It was boring. The build up before they ever got to the dinosaurs took forever. It was like.
So I think Scarlett Johansson was the main character that carried the movie.
Well, she did, but
Yeah.
I just don't. I think her character was kind of boring. They never really delved into her at all. Well, hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
And it took forever to get to the dinosaurs. I mean, I felt like 30 minutes had gone by, 40 minutes before we ever really saw any dinosaurs, other than the first couple minutes of the movie. You know, they just kind of segue into it. I thought the dinosaurs were stupid. The whole thing, this island. The island itself. So the way they amped it up was this island was you're fine.
I know.
The island was made up of like basket case dinosaurs. These were supposed to be the worst of the worst. And I don't know if you noticed, but in that case was a two-headed dinosaur. So what they were saying was these are like the bad seeds were. And then the most evil dinosaur had like 4 sets of arms coming out of different areas because it was like it was just a mess. And it, like, what did you call it? You called it like
Alienosaurus.
It was.
It looks like
horrible.
alien.
It was horrible, and I hate to say it when it at the end of the movie when it went into the credits, and it reminded me that this was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
A absolute waste. I can't believe he put his name on this. It just. Like I said, it was almost a full thumbs down. The only reason I didn't give it a full thumbs down was because it was mildly entertaining.
If most people would consider this as the worst Jurassic World franchise film, I would hear that. But the movie as it is, I feel like some people would like it, but who knows?
Absolutely. To me, it was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
It didn't add to the movie. The CG was kind of okay, but... some of it, and then the stupid little dinosaur that the girl, like she. So she
in the film,
come on,
a carnivore,
Just hit. No, it's fine. It's fine. We got. Just let it go. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, the fact that she started feeding this little dinosaur next to she looked like Dora the Explorer with her backpack, and then the map. I'm just done. And then she had a pet dinosaur that had nothing to do with the movie at all. I was actually waiting for that little dinosaur. So I'll be honest with you. I was waiting for the little dinosaur at the end. You know when she's out there opening the gate?
Yeah.
And the big dinosaur's coming at her?
Yeah.
I thought the little dinosaur was going to jump out and go, "No, don't eat my friend." And the big dinosaur was going to go, "Oh, okay." And not eat the girl. It was dumb. The whole movie was dumb. I could have done without it. So I honestly would probably. I don't think I'll ever even watch it again.
And what I was gonna say real quick is some of what I else thought was a character in the movie, the boat captain, he was going to sacrifice himself to save the girl and the rest of them.
Well, don't give it. You don't have to give it away. Are you gonna give it away?
No, I'm not gonna give it away. But
so let me ask you this: what was your favorite part of the movie?
Probably the Mosasaurus, or no, the Spinosaurus. So Mosasaurus and Spinosaurus. The boat scenes in the beginning, those fights.
Okay.
That's probably.
And what was your least favorite?
I didn't have a least favorite part, I guess.
Okay. My favorite scene was when the pterodactyl bird, the big, was eating the guy, and it's all, and it's swallowing. I just thought that was funny. It made, it was like, "Here, Snowflake, got a little snack for you. That's what I imagined, like Jim Carrey feeding the shark. And then my least favorite part was the whole rest of the movie. So,
Okay.
yeah, could have done without it.
So,
you want to talk? Well, let's.
We did favorite scenes, so
we got to do the parent side, and then we also need to say ages. So you want to do ages or parents?
Ages. Okay.
So we did take cruising to see this. The little
I don't think he was scared.
He wasn't scared, but it was that entertaining for him. So, yeah. So what do you think? The earliest age, could it be scary for a little kid?
Yeah, it could be. I would say 12, 13 and up.
Yeah, I'd say 10 and
10.
Up. Honestly, I think some of the other Jurassic Worlds were scarier than this one.
Yeah.
There just wasn't a lot of scary dinosaur scenes. It wasn't gruesome, so this will lead into the parents thing.
Yeah.
I didn't count one bad word, which was good.
Yeah.
There's not really a love interest, so there's no inappropriate scenes. There's no politically correct scenes. And even the gruesome parts weren't that gruesome. Any scene.
This was probably the least gruesome.
Any scene that could have been gruesome, like the scene when she gets attacked from the back and taken out into the ocean.
Yeah.
They covered it. They did a good job of covering any gruesome scenes. So
yeah, that was.
You can just hit stop. Or knock it off. Just hit the stop button. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, so as for the parents, if you do want to take your little kids or if you want your teenagers to go, no problems whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, and then what else?
So
what do we got coming up?
Okay, I guess movies coming up.
I feel like we're just going through them, isn't
it?
We're not even seeing them all, but they're just popping up and we're going and popping up and we're going.
So
what do we got?
Real
we got the
quick.
Smurfs is next.
No. So next up is Superman, then Fantastic
Four.
So I'll tell you right here, right now. This is going to be a stopping point of, and I'm gonna predict this, good movies.
You think the rest of the summer is gonna be horrible? Yes. Could be. It could be. So
this is going to be the stopping point, I think, of good movies.
Now there is something coming up that we just saw in August. They're re-releasing the 1970s.
So we might do that for the fun of it. Yeah.
I think what year did Jaws come out? I think it was when I was a baby.
It said 50th anniversary, so do that.
So 1974 Jaws. So we might go see that. That would be fun.
That would be a fun.
I've seen it before. A long time
That'll be
ago,
our first re-release movie.
Yeah. So we got that coming up. Are we done? Are we gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, so Superman is next, Fantastic Four after that. We got Bad Guys 2, which I never saw the first one.
Yeah, maybe.
And I hate to break it to those people who liked the first movie. That's probably why they came out with a second one.
Oh, of course, if there's money to be made. So
yeah.
We do have a couple taste test videos we're gonna do coming up. Some fun taste
that
tests.
Will be more of the summer peak right there, I think.
Keep your eyes peeled for that. So one last time with our reviews, what did you give it?
I gave it a half a thumbs up.
And I gave it a half a thumbs down.
So the opposites,
Yeah, so together it's just a fist bump. So go see it if you guys want. I don't
think it's a must in the theater.
If not, wait until it comes out on Netflix or wherever else, those movies are going to pop up. So I think that's it.
Yeah, so make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and leave comments if you can. We'd love to see them, and more things to come.
If you see us out in the wild like Roman did, definitely say hi and let us know. It was pretty cool to see that. Yep. So thank you, Roman, one more time. So
Yep.
All right, guys.
More things to come again.
Yep. All right, guys. That's it. Bye. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.